Hey, what's up everyone, this is Ridezone Bikes, and today we're diving deep into one of the most talked about bikes of 2025 at the Yamaha Rajdoot 350. It's a name that brings back memories, nostalgia, that roar, that style, but this time reimagined for the modern age. We'll take a look at what's new, what works, what holds it back, and whether it's worth your hard-earned money. Let's get rolling. Right off the bat, this is a revival. Yamaha has resurrected the Rajdoot 350 with retro styling, but with many modern upgrades. They're clearly targeting people who love the original, those who love classic mechanical beauty, but also riders who want something reliable and usable today. The heart of the 2025 Rajdoot 350 is a 349cc single-cylinder engine, either air-cooled or air-oil-cooled depending on the variant. It's paired with a 5-speed gearbox, with power output estimated at around 20.5 to 23 bhp at 6,250 revolutions per minute and torque in the region of 27 to 29 Nm at around 4,500 to 5,000 revolutions per minute. That gives you a top speed in the 130 to 140 km per hour ballpark in ideal conditions. Fuel efficiency is another surprise here. Some reports suggest 30 to 35 km/L in real-world mixed riding, while there are optimistic claims of as much as 72 km/L, though that's likely under very controlled, light throttle conditions. For a 350cc retro motorcycle, even 30+ km/L is respectable. The transmission is smooth and user-friendly, a big difference from the heavy clutches of older classics. Suspension comes in the form of telescopic forks at the front and twin shock absorbers at the rear, tuned to absorb bumps while keeping the retro feel intact. Braking duties are handled by a front disc, with a rear drum or disc depending on the variant, and ABS is included in higher trims. For everyday riders, tubeless tires mean fewer hassles with punctures and more peace of mind. Design is where the Rajdoot 350 shines the most. Yamaha has leaned heavily into retro styling with a round headlamp, teardrop fuel tank, chrome accents, and broad fenders that bring back the original vibe. But the modern touches are everywhere: LED headlights, LED DRLs, LED tail lamps, semi-digital or hybrid instrument cluster with an analog speedo, cleaner switchgear, dual-tone paint schemes, and high-quality finishes. It's a perfect marriage of heritage and present-day practicality. Ergonomics are designed with comfort in mind. With a seat height around 780 to 790 mm, it's accessible to a wide range of riders. The curb weight, reported between 170 to 180 kg depending on variant, gives you a stable, planted feel without being overly heavy for city maneuvering. The handlebar position is upright, wide, and comfortable for long rides, and the foot pegs are set for a relaxed cruising posture. When it comes to performance, the focus here is clearly on low-end and mid-range torque. That makes it a very practical bike for urban riding, where pulling power at lower revs matters more than peak horsepower. On the highway, once you're in 5th gear, it can cruise comfortably without feeling strained. Of course, being air or air-oil cooled, you might experience some heat buildup in heavy traffic, but that's part and parcel of this segment. Handling is stable and predictable. While it may not lean like a sports bike, the frame feels sturdy and confidence-inspiring. The suspension absorbs most of what Indian roads throw at it, though hardcore cornering enthusiasts might find it on the softer side. The braking setup with ABS on higher variants ensures safety, while the tires and wheels provide good grip and control. So what about the price? Here's where things get interesting. Most sources suggest the Rajdoot 350 will be priced in the range of 1.6 to 1.8 lakh ex-showroom for the standard version. Premium or higher-end variants could push up to 1.95 to 2.5 lakh ex-showroom. On-road prices, depending on your city, taxes, and insurance, will be higher. This places it squarely against rivals like the Royal Enfield Classic 350, Honda CB350, and Jawa 350. Yamaha is clearly aiming for that retro modern sweet spot, and the pricing strategy will be crucial in how it's received. What makes this bike stand out are its unique selling points. First and foremost, the heritage factor. The The Rajdoot name itself carries an emotional weight in India. For many riders and even their families, it's a piece of history on two wheels. Yamaha has managed to tap into that nostalgia while making the bike relevant for 2025. Then there's the combination of retro design with modern essentials: ABS, LED lighting, tubeless tires, a reliable 5-speed gearbox, and decent mileage. That's something not all retro competitors manage to balance so well. And if the claimed mileage figures hold true, this bike could very well be one of the most fuel-efficient options in its category. Variants give buyers flexibility too. Some may prefer the cheaper standard version for daily use, while others may want the top end with ABS, premium features, and high-quality finishes. That kind of spread in the lineup makes it attractive for both budget-conscious riders and enthusiasts who want the full experience. Of course, there are a few things to watch out for. Build quality and finishing will be important, especially because buyers in this segment expect that polished retro feel. Vibrations and heating could be concerns, especially at higher revs, though Yamaha usually tunes their engines well. Power versus weight balance will determine how lively it feels on highways, since if it's closer to 180 kilograms, the 23 bhp engine might feel adequate but not thrilling. And of course, Yamaha's service network and parts availability will play a big role in overall ownership satisfaction. So who is the Rajdoot 350 really for? It's for riders who want a motorcycle that isn't just transport, but also a statement of style and heritage. It's for those who appreciate the blend of classic looks with modern reliability. It's for the everyday commuter who also wants to look back at their bike with pride in the parking lot. And it's for the enthusiast who remembers, or wants to feel, what it was like when the Rajdoot name ruled the roads. If Yamaha nails the execution and the quality, the pricing, the after-sales support, then the 2025 Rajdoot 350 could easily become one of the standout bikes of the year. For now, it looks like a strong contender in the retro 350cc space, with a blend of nostalgia, practicality, and modern charm. If you liked this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell so you don't miss when we bring you the first ride review. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Are you Team Rajdoot, or are you sticking with the likes of the classic 350 or CB350? Until next time, this is Ridezone Bikes, reminding you to ride safe, ride smart, and ride with passion.